Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GM Show. I'm Freeman, joined by your other host, Matt, over there on the other side of the metaverse. And
good morning.
This is the morning crypto news and technical analysis NFT review show.
It's the biggest, it's the best, it's the earliest. And as they say, the early bird gets the worm. So
Wasn't
if you
the
watch
earliest
this
today, but it was early.
Yeah. When we start on time, we're the earliest.
We were early. We're the earliest. We are the latest earliest.
Yeah, we're the earliest Americans, okay? Sure, there's some Aussie dudes out there that are going pretty darn early, but you know what? Hey, we're early for Americans.
We're pretty early.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you know what? I apologize, Matt. Say something funny because I have to change the way my screen setup is here. It was
say
not
something
correct.
funny.
Yeah, I know.
Why did I have to say something
well,
funny?
Too late.
You're like,
too
dance.
late. Here it is.
Jazz hands. Matt, do some jazz hands.
Stop being funny now. Okay. So this is our website. Take a look at our website, gmwdefi.xyz. If you are curious about what we're up to and the other things we do, we've got tools on here. We've got a trading indicator. We've got a website called Simple Block where it makes it really easy for you to make a minting page. Lots of cool tools and ways to support the show. So check out gmdefi.xyz.
Tools for creators and traders.
Tools for fools, yes. We both get to get our little saying in at the end there, I guess. Solana. Oh my gosh. When I saw the tweet yesterday that Solana was down, I just had to laugh.
Well, how long was it down for?
Now I heard conflicting things.
It's still down.
This says more than 4 hours on this article. I saw somebody that had said 6 hours. So it was gone down for a while. I mean, 4 to 6 hours is a sizable downtime.
So why are people still bullish on Solana?
Well,
like, why would how many times does how many times does a network go down? Like, can you really sit there and tell me with a straight face that Solana is the future of crypto when it has this many outages? You know what I mean? Like how is that sustainable?
I know.
With a straight face, say that.
The biggest advantage, obviously, with Solana is the nearly non-existent gas fees. But that's all you get. You don't get a dependable network. It's like, if my project can't be accessed for 6 hours and it's completely out of my hand, I in the Web 2 world, you have a server outage, and it's a little out of your hand, but most of the time if it's, if you set the server up, it's totally usually in your hands. But if, it's a server company, you usually can at least talk to them and they can get it figured out pretty quickly. It's very rare that you have a website downtime of like 4 to 6 hours. Right. So this is just it's risky to build on these blockchains that are, you know, having these infrastructure kind of issues here. Like Solana just seems to be constantly having. And I think here it said Solana falls 77% in 2022. So, you know, there's been a lot of outages this year, and it just hasn't been good. It has not been good for Solana.
Well, I just don't know why. Like, you know, it's just if you're thinking about developing a project, right? And it's just like, yeah, like why go and you know, I understand the low gas fees, sure, but you know, there's also Polygon. There's also
Yeah, Polygon at least stays on.
Avalanche,
Hey,
you
there's
know, and like
optimism.
there's optimism. Yeah, I mean, it's just like why in the hell? I just feel like it's just like this cult now, consistent level like Solana peeps that are probably over invested into Solana and really have to keep pumping their bags, you know.
You're just trying to damage the price of tripping apes right now, so that you can get one, huh?
No,
That's what you're trying to
I
do.
don't buy Solana NFTs, dog. I don't touch it.
I know. Well, it's crazy because, you know, Solana at its all-time high in November 2021 was at $260. Now it's around, I believe 39-ish. So yeah, I saw one comment that was like, is this going to be the next Ponzi scheme to go down? The next Ponzi blockchain to go down?
Yeah, I mean, for me, Sol's on the endangered species list, the endangered token list, because it's like, you know, all the outages. You know, I just don't think that as a product you can have that many failures and still call yourself like a you know, the future of crypto. This is going to be the you know, I just can't. I don't know anybody who's really can say that with a straight face that Solana is going to be dude, I just don't know. And I mean, I don't know, this the whole idea that Solana's for the poors and all that kind of shit that you hear on NFT space. I think it's funny and whatnot, but it's not like, I don't think it's necessarily for the poors or anything. It's just like, it's just a shit blockchain is what it is. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's a shitty blockchain.
Yeah, I
like
think
when you go down that much,
pours is just making fun of it because that Ethereum people like to say that just because it makes Ethereum people cope better with the fact that they pay out the ass.
That they pay out the ass.
That they just wipe their ass with their money and throw it in the toilet. So
yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just a coping mechanism, really.
But you know, if you're looking for a cheaper blockchain, I mean, there's like Polygon is still, you know, it's a layer 2, right, of Ethereum, correct, right? And it's like, dude, just use fucking Polygon if you don't want to do the gas thing. At least it works. At least it's up. It's a band-aid for Ethereum, true, but it's like, fuck, man, like why risk? If you're gonna build a project, why risk it on a network that is just constantly going out? And I would have it's like, I'm telling you, Sol is now like, it was like, you know, there's all these tokens on my endangered species list. It like jumped up there and like, okay, this could be just like, it might be done by the end of
it's
summer.
interesting because last year when we were
Solana summer is the
we
end
were
of Solana.
working on just you know, Web3 projects, and last year we talked a lot about, debated a lot about what network was the best networks to be building on, and you know, that conversation would be a completely different conversation today, because after the past year of just, I mean, what's happened with all these networks is just like, yeah, how could you? I mean, as if you wanted a project and you were in it for the long term and it wasn't just a rug, right, or a short term thing, you would want to really build on the most dependable network possible.
You mean if you're not a scammer, if you're a decent human being, you could.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you like, if it was your business, right? You like your website, your business, you wouldn't want to host it on the shittiest host on earth that's out all the time. You would want the best website hosting if you could afford it.
Right.
So, yeah. You know, it's it's interesting. As Matt said to me yesterday, the employees at exchanges are shaking in their boots. U.S. charges OpenSea ex-employee in first NFT insider trading case. U.S. prosecutors in Manhattan on Wednesday charged a former product manager at OpenSea for insider trading. The first case, involving digital assets, Nathaniel Chastain of Manhattan was accused of secretly buying 45 NFTs on 11 separate occasions based on confidential information that the tokens or others by the same creator would soon be featured on OpenSea's homepage. I actually think he was in charge of scheduling the featured
I
project
know.
on
Well, he was
homepage.
like, I even like, I tweeted back and forth with him, like it was sometime last year, about just questions about OpenSea, about getting like verified and stuff like that, and it was like, back when OpenSea was like a wild west of getting verified, and now is a big thing where all you really had to do is like tweet out cloud and be like, hey, what's up, like, could I get verified on OpenSea? That he was, anyways. It's crazy. It's sad to like kind of see that guy, because you see that guy around Twitter once in a while. I don't know. I can't remember if I've seen him really recently, but it's like, damn.
Well, I
Why
think
him?
what
Why is he made the
they need
example?
to
I
make
don't know.
Yeah, I think right now all the different agencies, right? The enforcement agencies need example cases, so they're looking for their example cases. That's for sure. They want to make
Yeah.
examples out of a couple people, and
Yeah.
I think that yeah, this is such a new space that I think there's a lot of people probably breaking laws without even realizing it.
Hmm.
Because there's people coming from even Web 2 and all of a sudden are now building essentially financial products that have regulations and laws around them, but people aren't thinking of them that way because they're such untraditional financial products, right? They just don't look like anything
Well,
from before. So I think a lot of people aren't thinking fully to and it's just like, there's never been an insider trading NFT case. So, a lot of people probably haven't even been thinking like, oh man, I might be doing like could be
what's
insider trading.
interesting is, like, I don't know how I'm questioning, like, when I saw it, I was like, so are NFTs now going to be treated as securities? And also, I don't know. I saw someone comment that a lawyer jumped in. I saw, and it's like, no, this is like purely a case about like money fraud, kind of like, uh, uh, yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was necessarily going to be treating NFTs like securities, but it still kind of raises red flags, I think, for a lot of people. I mean, just think about like all the people on all these exchanges. Every exchange that has like a shit coin listed on it.
Or
It's like
Coinbase,
you're
right? What
telling
about
me, yeah,
Coinbase? Were there any
you're
Coinbase
telling me
employees who knew about
any of
Coinbase
these.
listings like ahead of time that
Yeah.
could have? I don't know. Yeah, brings up a lot of interesting questions.
Yeah, because especially because all these exchanges, if you're just an employee and you're like, oh, hey, this new token's going to be listed next week, I'm going to buy a shit ton of it and then dump it on all of the retail traders on Coinbase or whatever exchange. Like it's yeah, I imagine there's a lot of people that are involved in these kinds of behaviors, and so and I I don't know how this. Like, if you're just even promoting projects, right? If you're paid to promote a project, like, shilling and pumping and potentially dumping on it, right? Like, are they also going to be potentially at risk? um I don't know. The way I see it is, they can't catch us all, they can't throw
So
us
it
all
sounds
in
like,
jail.
yeah. I mean, I don't
But
know if they're going after it from a securities angle. You might be right. It looks like they're charging wire
yeah,
fraud and money
right.
laundering.
Yes, yes, that's it.
And
I was looking for what, I couldn't remember what it
yeah,
was, but I'm like, I
exact
don't think it's
charges.
necessarily securities, but
And it
um
says, and the U.S. attorney said today's charges demonstrate the commitment of this office to stamping out insider trading, whether it occurs on the stock market or the blockchain.
Okay.
So
Well, good luck. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so I don't know. This is definitely, certainly. I mean, this is, I think this is the year we're going to start getting these landmark cases. We're getting a couple of these this year. They're starting to investigate crypto projects. We had the what was it, Swirlies, or who were those guy, the guy that did it was the NFT rug project that they're going after too. I
Um,
forget which one it was, but it was
mm,
it's a pretty big case as well. And then we have those hackers as well in New York who were moving all that money. So we've got some landmark blockchain criminal cases coming down the line, and it'll be interesting to see how these all pan out for sure. Because it's going to set some precedents, I'm guessing, and then they'll be able to go after people, just based on these precedents if they want to. So,
yeah, I mean, it'll be. I mean, because I don't know if.
Do you think this is going to be like small cases here and there, or do you think this is going to be a more widespread thing at some point, where they're bringing these type of cases against a lot of people in the space?
I could see just hitting once in a while some people just to make examples of and try to deter people from doing it. I think would probably be their initial strategy, just because I don't even think they have the resources to try to clamp down on everyone. Really, I just don't see how they could even do that. And
OpenSea isn't a public company too, right? So they, it's interesting that they're going after employee at a non-publicly traded company as opposed to like a Coinbase employee at a publicly traded company.
Yeah, I mean, former employee, right? He doesn't even work at OpenSea anymore.
So maybe the investigation, is from that time. But yeah, Frosties was the NFT project that they.
I wonder, right? And I wonder if could OpenSea maybe have thrown him under the bus, right? DOJ comes knocking, they're saying, hey,
give somebody
we're looking. We have some suspicious activity, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Do you think he was the only one at OpenSea that had
that
type of information and maybe
why that one dude?
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I don't know. But like even like things like I just wonder like what's his name from Rug Radio? Faroko, Farco,
yeah,
whatever.
I know who you're talking about. Faroko,
whatever that dude's name. Yeah, he Faroko. Yeah, he. I'm like, dude. Because that guy has been accused quite a bit of having projects on the show and everything, really pumping it up, and then dumping he gets free NFTs, so right? Whitelist shit.
Lots of YouTubers
dumping it on his users essentially. Would that be considered kind of like an insider trading kind of deal? I don't know. It's kind of.
What kind of conversations did he have? Maybe with Take Profits? Yes, I think that's a good question. I think Take Profits seems very suspicious. Seems very defensive. I don't know. He's felt very on edge to me in the past 24 hours. I don't know what it is.
My Twitter account just gets deleted all of a sudden.
Secret Alpha. You are the secret. He's Satoshi. Jones is Satoshi.
Bro, I can't even get. I can't even find what freaking projects are meant. Yeah, dude, I'm so lost in this space.
Oh, Gemini lays off 10% of staff to prepare for the crypto winter. Crypto evolution is well underway. Its impact will continue to be profound, the brothers wrote on Gemini's blog, but its trajectory has been anything but gradual or predictable. Just a way of saying, we're
running out of money.
We need to hire some people.
We're running out of money. Yeah, exactly. Short Gemini. Do they got a token?
Coinbase.
Short the shit out of them.
It's Coinbase.
Yeah, because this is the thing is like during the bear market, really you just want to see if the companies have money, the VC money, fiat money, real fucking money. Like that's what you want to see in
Coinbase
a company.
Is the one that said that the CEO over there is the one that said that if they went bankrupt, your funds maybe wouldn't go.
Yeah,
poop.
for sure.
So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't just hold shit on there. But I think if what were we talking about?
Oh, just Gemini laying off staff because of the
right, yeah. You want to see, like the tokens, the projects that I want to see, like Near. Hey, Near has a shit ton of money. They have a lot of investment, a lot of actual fiat money to help them survive this bear market. When you see companies saying that they're laying off 10% of staff to prepare for crypto winter, that means they're running out of money is what that means. And,
gotta cut staff.
And so you want to see companies that are like, hey, we're still hiring. Hey, we're still looking for people to build, blah, blah, blah. But
and Coinbase has to start, Coinbase has to show better numbers too in their quarterly earnings. So they got to probably also cut off some fat as well, like just because they need their quarterly earnings to be better. So they need their
right. Public companies have their own shit going on.
Yeah. Need to bring that
Yeah.
overhead down probably because
But
they didn't look so
is
good last
Gemini
time.
associated with Coinbase at all?
I mean, it's owned, I think, by Coinbase,
Oh,
unless
it
it's a
is?
separate company, but it's the same
Oh, I had
people.
no idea.
The Winklewees started that as well. Now, I think
Oh.
Gemini. Now, is Gemini owned by Coinbase? That's the key question. Thursday morning, Gemini was the 9th largest spot crypto exchange according to CoinMarket. Now, today's news: publicly traded cryptocurrency Coinbase. I don't know if they're directly owned or if they're just both owned by the Winklewees or not.
Interesting. Wow.
This was like, I think this was the Winklewees version of like a normal exchange, right? They have Coinbase and then they have a Gemini, which is their exchange. So, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Binance Labs announces 500 million Web3 fund. The fund, backed by DST Global and Breyer Capital, will be investing in Web3 projects. That's a big fund. So there's a lot of money out there for Web3 projects, guys.
I'm saying, hey, they have the money. Follow the money.
Yep. Exactly.
So
yeah, I'm trying to see if it says what type of projects they want to, but it says projects that can extend the use cases of cryptocurrencies and drive adoption of Web3 and blockchain technologies. So yeah, if you're working on a project that sounds like that, you could go after some of that Binance money. Get you that Binance money. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go look at the charts. Sick tired.
That's it. All right, let's go.
News, man.
Let's check out the charts and what's happening. Because yesterday, right, I was like, all right, short term, looked like we were dumping. Macro said, hey, we could be getting some more pumpage. So it's like, hey, we'll go down a little and then we'll start popping up. Well, I was wrong. It just kept going down. It went quite a bit further than I thought it would. But let's check it out. Let's check it out.
It hurts.
Don't think
about
yesterday.
The price of
Yesterday was right. And if you look, all it really did was come down and claim that vector candle. Right, we're looking at the daily, and now it looks like it could be starting to rebound. We're still holding on to our green momentum wave here on the kimono wave, right? So it's not as bad, right? It's not looking like total crud, but yesterday, it definitely broke down to levels that lower than I thought was going to happen, right? Essentially, because I was, I was thinking like worst case scenario, this vector candle got consumed, and that's exactly what happened. Right, came down, wick down. Look how like almost beautifully exact that almost was. Like, let's get down here, get a horizontal line, beautiful. I mean, look how it just wicked down, right down to the bottom of this candle, starts to reject. We did have this candle here. I mean, dumped but got rejected. 4 hour does look like the wave's starting to come in on itself, so we could maybe be seeing some upward momentum. VWAP is trending up. Green wave, green money flow wave on the 4 hours still. So yeah, this dumpage, it stings. It sucks. But you know what? We have vector candle zones up here that we can say, hey, maybe we're going to be claiming those here shortly. Let's go down a lower time frame on the 1 hour. It's still, hey, higher lows right now. That's good. What you don't like to see is, well, okay, 50 VMA, 50 moving average is above the 200. So I'm thinking that's a bit more bullish mode. I'd be thinking there, you might have some better chances going long here on the 1 hour. Some downside is like, right, it broke down aggressively below the 50 EMA, and right now we're just trying to challenge it. And it looks like the 50 EMA could be crossing down below the 200 EMA in the 1 hour, which would be bearish, right? Which would be no good for the bulls. And right here on the 1 hour, it looks like our green wave is starting to crest, and we could be getting a overbought signal. So you know what? Hey, it kind of makes sense, right? It comes down below the 50 MA, challenges it, gets rejected. So that could be developing on the 1 hour sides. Oh, see, we're getting a red dot right now. So this could be actually a decent short opportunity coming up on the 1 hour. Just because it's like, hey, there's confirmation. We tested the 50 EMA, right? What price like to do? Separate from the 50 EMA, return, separate, return, and break through, return, and let's don't go down lower. Um, so it's kind of like, when this whole pumpage was going on a few days ago and stuff, I was very, I was kind of just like, hey, this is great and all, but it seems like a trap, right? Seemed like a trap to
Saying that.
me. And guys, yeah, we could
I
just be
didn't
getting
want to
ready to
believe
go
you.
down lower. I
I
know.
wanted my ETH to keep going up.
Yeah, well, let's look at ETH here. Let's look at ETH. Not doing so hot. Oh yeah, so I was even just doing some trend lines here on a daily. I mean, you could see, right? We're just trending downward, right? I mean, it's just a downward trend right now. I mean, it is a range, right? We could just be expect to kind of just range in this area kind of deal. But it does look like it's downtrending still, right? It's just it's not doing so hot. And I have this horizontal line here because that's a level of some support here that we'd like to hold, but it looks like it's already starting to break. Yeah, look at that candle. So if this on a daily, if we get down here, then yeah, I mean, we might bounce off the trend line, or we could go below it. We would really like to hold this level because again, remember ETH is still holding on. You know what? Let's get this Trump crap out of the way. ETH is still holding on to like last year's lows, right? We're still bouncing off of this strong level of support, whereas Bitcoin has broken below that level of support. So I'm not. Yeah, will this hold? How many times can ETH challenge this level before it starts breaking? um, we might get our answer soon. We might get our answer soon. I mean, here on the daily, you got to also look, like that money flow wave is really negative on the daily. Um, and if you think like it could take a while before that money flow actually starts coming back up. Um, so it could be down here for months, it really can. Um, And this wave right now on the daily looking like it could be turning red. I think Bitcoin looked the same here. RSI pointing down. So what you're really hoping for Bitcoin is to bounce off of this level at about what is that? 1700. Let's bounce at 1700. Let's hold that. Pray to whatever thing you believe in or whatever. If you believe in anything, do that because it needs to hold that, man, or else we're going to Goblin Town.
Wow, this is very doomy sounding.
Well, it's we're in a bear market, man. It's just how we have to expect. For Bitcoin, it really has to hold 28K, right? We really want it to hold 28K because if we start treating 28K here, let's just go down to like what 20. Yeah, let's just say call it that. Right, the price hasn't on the daily, right? The candles haven't started to close below that level, and we really want to hold that. Sure, price wick down there, wick back up, pick up a bunch of orders and whatnot. Market maker might want to get down to that price. I'm assuming, right? There's a bunch of liquidations and orders ready to be filled, stop losses to hit, all that kind of type stuff. So I'm anxious to see. Yeah, price looks like it's coming back to that level. What's going to happen? We could be like what I really want to see here. We'll see how today goes. Today's going to be a really interesting day. If we just get a doji here, that might be good. And then we start seeing prices, right? Maybe we're bouncing off of some support here from this consolidation from the last few weeks. And I just want to see it to get up here and get these vector candle zones is what I'd want to see. But it's just it's hard. It's really hard to sit here and see that it's going to get these before it comes down here. Daily, hey, we're still hanging. We're hopium here, right? We're still hanging on to that oversold signal, and let's hope that that holds here for us. But if it doesn't, guys, yeah, I mean, it's looking. We're in a bear market, man. We were saying before, do we think 28's the bottom? Probably not, right? We've been talking about what we think could be the bottom, and it's quite a bit lower. So, it really could be that this ride up is just picking up some more travelers before we start moving back down here. Yeah,
trapping more traders. You mean?
Right? Yes, exactly, right. Because it doesn't. Yeah. It was a trap all along. And we kind of, and that's what I was saying, right? I was like, guys, look, if it breaks this trend line, be careful of the traps. Be careful of the traps. And here we are. Hopefully we're bouncing off. See, this is still right, a bullish pattern. It breaks the trend line. What you want to see is it break trend line, come back and retest and reject off of it. We could be seeing that right now. That could be happening. It's just we got to see what happens today, and hope that, yeah, like I was saying, price kind of stays above this and we don't go down to Goblin Town, right? That's what we don't want to do.
I think we are already there, right? We're in.
No.
Well, we'll talk.
No.
Talk about,
no,
we're in derivative.
If you. Hey, because right now, hey, if you bought at 60,000, you still have half your money. You could still get out with half your money. If you know what I mean.
You're
but
not
it could
about
go
Goblin
way,
Town.
way lower, bro. Right? That's what I'm saying. Goblin Town, we're not there yet. We're on our way.
You're talking about literal hell.
Talking about Goblin Town. Yeah, I'm saying we're still hitting off of supports, and we're still in that area of, hey, we could still hit all-time highs this year. That's where we're still at. That's what's crazy about crypto. It's like, yeah, we dropped this low, but we're still at these levels where we could still see all-time highs later this year. But at the same time, it's a different year than last year. It's
do you have to be manic do you have to be manic to be in the space, or does the space turn you manic? I don't know. That's a question, maybe a philosophical question.
I don't know. That's a tomato question for me. It's like,
still floating sideways on the river Styx. Exactly, Dolph.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm thinking, right now, price is just hovering around open for almost everything, right? It's a lot of red, but barely, right? ETH is only down 1% right now. It could have an easy recovery. Right now, our biggest winner is Cardano, which is gross, 2% winner. Looks like, hey, we could be claiming that vector candle zone. But, we had a clean rejection. Clean rejection off that 50 EMA. Yeah, man, it's not looking good here. Waves starting to crest. But you know what? Well, let's take some hopium and say we're going to see some higher prices. Get this vector candle zone. This is just a retest of the support, or what was resistance, now a support, and we're going to be going up. That's the hopium today. Yes. We're just testing support.
We're going up.
We broke out. We're coming back to test it, and we're going to reject it, and we are going up. That's my hopium.
Wow. That was a lot of hopium.
Hey.
It's like an extreme amount of hopium there.
I like green more than red, but I do honestly though, I do like shorting more than I do longing. It does just work out I just do better when I short. It's just like what goes up must come down. I think maybe it's a gravity thing. I don't know. I really do better when I trade short.
It could be a gravity thing. Yeah, you're just going with the natural flow of gravity. I think that makes.
It's also the human psychology, because all trading is just right. The market makers are playing off of human emotions. They know the strongest emotions in humans are fear and greed, and they're just playing off of those emotions constantly. And so the market makers here, like, right, it's just like, look at this, like, for example, on Cardano. It's like, yes, we're going up. We broke the trend. It's going to be awesome. But if you're watching this chart and you understand how moving averages work and you understand how the market maker needs to move the price up to the moving average just to correct itself, and to get people in, right, into the trades, and then they just sink it. They just tank it. And so many stop losses and everything are up here, right? That's another thing. If you're trading, don't make a stop loss, but don't actually put it into the order books, all right? Because they see that. They want that, all right?
Yeah, they'll hunt
Understand
your
this.
stop loss. Exactly.
Yes, you will be hunted if you put your stop loss on an exchange. That's how it works, man. So it's
Matt starts
like I said,
grabbing his mic. I love that. Shows his passion.
I'm just trying to get the hopium today. We are bouncing off of support. That's what we're
totally.
doing.
And then we're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
Okay. Well, I think you're cut off from the charts. I think you're cut off
All
from
right.
the charts.
I was gonna look
You've
at
gone too
Sol.
far. Okay, let's look at
Just
Sol.
to,
Let's look
just
at Sol.
because we were
the left.
talking about it
Okay.
earlier, and
let's look
how
at Sol.
it just doesn't. Sol. Well, like we were just looking at a lot of the tokens, right? And how they broke out of their trends, and right now they've dropped back down and testing those levels. Sol didn't have that luck of breaking out of any trends. In fact, it just kept trending downward. And it definitely, dude, it looks like to me we're just gonna keep making lower lows. We have vector candle zones down here. Doesn't look good for Sol at all. So some of these tokens, right? They look like, hey, they broke through trends. They come down and come test it. Let's see if they get rejected. Sol is really like, okay, maybe if anything, I expected to come up, challenge the trend, and then come back down. So yeah, it's Sol's not looking so hot. Well, we gotta do Ape Watch real quick. Ape.
Wait, Dekenza's asked, can you highlight the portion of Sol where it was non-functional?
All day yesterday.
Look at the entire candle yesterday.
The whole candle, whole red candle. No, that is interesting. And let me just go back real quick and
it would be
see.
interesting, maybe in the hourly or I think that's you're on the daily, right? Maybe check like the hourly, see what that looked like yesterday. Well, it was probably just going down, I'm guessing, yesterday.
Well, yesterday was actually challenged. Well, okay, so what was yesterday 30?
It was like yesterday
afternoon.
was the first. Yeah.
It was the first yesterday.
It was
right?
afternoon. Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
you can see when it hit because it just drove craters in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean it came up, challenged the 50 EMA, and then just tanked. So we're doing a little pump again.
Gosh, it was flirting with the 50, was flirting with the 200. It was flirting. The price was flirting with the 50. Things were looking potential, and then the network goes down.
Look at this. Yeah, it was bouncing. Hey, we're in a bullish
mode.
It was
trying so hard.
This is the trend, right? This is the moment where all the other tokens, not all the other tokens, okay, don't take that. But a lot of the tokens that we're looking at, ETH and Bitcoin, ETH, yeah, not as much, but Bitcoin especially, right? We broke through the trend. We broke through it. That's what Solana was supposed to do. It was supposed to break the trend and challenge it and then keep moving up. But instead, it challenged it and just tanked, man. I'm not bullish at all on Sol. Yeah, I'm just rug Lana there. All right, Ape though. I've been trading Ape a lot lately. Yep, as you can see, I have all these levels and stuff everywhere. And what is it doing today? I haven't looked at it at all this morning. Gosh, get this drawer out of the way. I mean, this hour, what am I on? Hourly? Yeah, this doesn't look too good, guys.
Looks like
50 is still under the. It does. No, it does. It does. It really does. Yeah, I mean, it really tried to get over here. 50 EMA really wanted to try to cross the 200, but it just couldn't. Right? It came back and challenged one last time, and just tanked. Now we're coming back up, just like Solana, challenging, and like 1 hour forming an overbought signal. So I mean, I would be a little bit because right now, if you shorted based on the signal, right, it hasn't printed yet. For one thing, if you're trading on the Kimono wave, if you're
Wait for
using
the
the
signal to
signals,
print.
wait for the signal to print. Because it's gonna time. It
It'll
might
flash.
repaint for you. Yeah. So and right now you are at like a level of you're at support right now. So I would kind of wait for a little bit more confirmations, go on a lower time frame, see if it starts breaking support. Lower time frames, what's going to happen is it's going to break support, come back and challenge it. And if it doesn't and it rejects off that challenge, that would be your entry, right? And you see confirmation on the 1 hour that there's going to be an oversold or overbought signal. Boom. That's a solid short. Happy days, lower prices.
Happy days.
But we'll see, man. We'll see. This doesn't look good, though. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, but at the same time, you could be. I don't like shorting support. Like when it's at support, I don't like to do that. What I would like to do, I probably would have had an order up here. It probably would have front me, right? And I'd be all pissed off. I missed that short. But at this point right now, you're kind of like, you don't want to short it here because you're diddling in the middle or two, right? Because you're just in the middle of this range. So this one's I'd wait for more confirmations on lower time frames to see what's going to be happening. And on the daily on Ape, we printed yesterday this overbought signal. It all looks bad. Well, all right, that's Ape Watch. All right, anything else?
I think that's it, man. I think that's it for the charts. Right. Let's hit our intermish, and then we got some NFTs, we got some crazy derivatives, weird projects, all kinds of things to show you guys. So stick around, and we'll be right back.
The bull market is back, dog. I'm laying in bed. I'm seeing like someone's posting. Is it like 30,000 and a half, bro? The fucking bull market is back, boy. The bull market is back. Look, I'm not going to sleep now, bro. The bull market is back, bro. The fucking bull market. The bull market is back, bro. The bull market. The bull market is back, bro. The fucking bull market is back, man. It's fucking back. Fuck that is Bitcoin, man.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
Hello, morning dew. With the brightness of sunshine and the refreshing taste that's right for you. It's fresh as sunrise. It feels like sunshine. Refreshing as a morning, the morning dew. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, friends. Good morning, morning dew.
Morning dew, a totally different type of water from a totally different world. Start your day off right with refreshing morning dew.
You know what's weird? I that intermission. I went to that website at the end of that intermission, morningdew.lol. I just went there this morning. Guys, I've gone there a couple times because this thing keeps hacking our intermission. It was going to a Twitter account. Now it goes to a weird website, like a message board.
Man, why don't you show us that?
Talking
What's
about
going on?
I mean, I'll show you really quick. I mean, I don't want to go into this because it's kind of totally off.
Show us this website it goes to.
But look,
It's
if you go to
odd.
morningdew.lol, it's very weird.
Mm.
Okay, let me bring this up.
Mm.
It goes to this weird message board called Chud It.
Chud It. That's it. Chud It. Yeah. That's how it
Anyway,
says.
it's like a weird message board. There's just it looks like people are maybe talking about this weird message. I don't know, but anyway, if you go to morningdew.lol, maybe you guys can figure out what's going on there. It looks like you connect your wallet and then you can message. I don't know. It's kind of strange. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's
I mean, if you guys have anything to say or something, maybe, that's interesting.
You want to get whitelisted for something?
Yeah, if you want to get whitelisted for some sort of free mint or something, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
So this was a tweet yesterday. I shared this with Matt too. This said, "This is crazy. 5 of OpenSea's top 15 projects are Goblin derivatives. 40% of the top projects are related to goblins in some way, and goblins didn't even exist 2 weeks ago." And this made me immediately feel like Matt and I are that guy from the intermission that with the clock that's like, "Where are your children? This needs to stop." Because we're like making derivative town and we're like, it's like a protest against derivatives. And it's like, no, we are totally disconnected. We're like the boomers. We are the boomers. We're like, stop the derivatives. You need to stop.
We're screwed.
But everybody just keeps making more.
Yeah.
And they're doing well.
So,
we're the losers here. Obviously.
We are. It is definitely a bear market. You really can't be looking for projects that you like. That you're like, I gotta find something that has
you have to go for
has
the
a great roadmap. I gotta find something that's great utility. I gotta find something that has a great team. No, you gotta get yourself. You gotta get yourself a Johnny Depp's Amber Turd.
Oh yeah, we'll show you that here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna show you that in just a second. But I just wanted to really just wrap this up by just saying just the other comment. I sometimes wonder if when all is said and done, this era of NFTs will be just a big wealth transfer from people who don't know how to generate 10,000 similar images super quickly on Photoshop to the people who do. And to OpenSea, the casino always wins. Yeah. And that's why I called it Extraordinary Times, this episode, because it is extraordinary time. I mean, there is a wild transfer of wealth going on in the NFT sphere to people that, can just are creative enough and know the tools enough to just generate these quickly, sometimes coming up with, like Matt was going to show us, this Johnny Depp's Amber Turds. This is an on the fly coming up with something that's relevant culturally. It's like you are taking advantage of the meme energy of the moment to create an NFT project. This is just one example. And yes, DeKensis is right. We are in an unironic derivative town.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, if you just what's crazy is like, right, this is a free mint. I think the floor is like 0.001, right? Super low, but they've had over 53 ETH that has been traded on this already.
So yeah,
that means
they're making money.
So that means that if their royalties is like 10%, that's
healthy profit. Yeah. And yes,
Yeah.
literally this project shit the bed. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and so, hey,
and
if
they only
you
have
wanna
400
get yourself,
Twitter followers. They only have 400 Twitter followers, that Amber Turds project. It's like
we
a
have
very
2
natural
free.
project. Oh, and now
By the way, I
Matt
just
is
wanna
just on
show-
fire. He's like, okay, now we're on derivative town.
Our derivative, real quick. I mean, we're talking about derivatives and shitty NFTs and everything. So, hey, check out our shitty NFTs. All right, these are derivatives made by our proprietary AI,
super secret AI.
our AI image generator, right? And so we have, yesterday we had Wrecked Elf, and the day before Goblin Bird. Pick these up; they're free. There's only going to be 30 of them. Today we'll be dumping another one on there. After the show, you could check that out from our Twitter. But
or just go to derivative.town. It'll take derivative.town will take you to the OpenSea too. So you can go directly to the OpenSea. And these are free. Yeah, we're auctioning them for 24 hours and then they're just free after that. So you can just literally take it. because you just want a strange, stupid thing in your wallet.
Yeah, and then like how we coming back to these turds real quick. Like to me, this is one of those genius moments because this is remember I'm saying like I've been saying it. All you got to do is be the first. You got to
Be
take
in the moment.
something that's viral and just not think about it. Just do it, and that's
the meme
exactly what these
energy.
guys did.
Yes,
and just all kinds of different shapes and colors and. It's good stuff.
I've got a question, Matt. I've got a question for everybody.
I've got
in the
answers.
chat. Well, I don't know if you have answers. I think you have the same question as me, actually. I'm trying to understand what the GT Burgers WTF, the GT Burgers, this claims to be Goblin Town Burgers, but now it's different than the McGoblin Burger that I know is directly connected to the original Goblin Town project. This seems to be something totally different. It's sold out. It might have been a free mint. I don't know, but
dude, it's floor right now is like 0.03 ETH.
Yeah, it's trending right now.
Yeah, it was in my trending, and I saw this, and I was like, "What? 210 ETH volume traded?" And I think this is not related at all.
90% sure it's not related. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm 95% sure this is not actually related. It's just like somebody just freaking just like took the wake of energy there and just surfed off the wake of energy that they had going on there. Oh, I didn't realize our faces were gone. But so this is this is again harnessing the meme energy of the moment
and this kind of thing. Like, what do you guys think? Is this criminal? Did they just say,
no,
or is this genius? Is this genius criminal?
I mean, it's
like
it's a derivative.
Holy shit.
And they just beat them to the punch. I mean, or something.
They're just smart. Whoever did this was, I think, smart. Like, like
clever for sure.
They knew everyone was super excited about this Goblin Burger, and here they're
just like, put it out.
Did it?
Yeah,
Citizens did it.
Very weird. It's very weird. So things are a little crazy in this space, I would say.
So careful. There's Goblin Town burgers around that have probably nothing to do with actually Goblin Town. So I bet like once the majority of these holders maybe realize that, maybe it starts tanking. I don't know.
I know, right?
They're like, oh shit, this doesn't have anything to do with Goblin Town. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. The only important metric is how much they were paid. Yes. That's true.
The thing is, like,
on your list here.
I mean, as far as like just to like check out or like new. So, as far as just like checking out, to go with that whole Goblin Town thing. Look at everything that's trending here on NFT in it.
I know.
We've got Goblin Kids, Greedy Goblins, Goblin Piss. You already did the burgers. The piece of shit one, that one, I think we featured a few days ago. There's Baby Goblins. There's Zombies Towns, Goblin Girls, which I know
Goblin derivatives.
We have some viewers that mentioned that one. Baby Gob, Undead Town. Dude, this is insane. Doodle Goblins. What the?
Also, talk again about the transfer of wealth thing. All these
and Goblin Town's not even like up on the top. Like Goblin, these are trending higher now than Goblin.
And what is this time frame you're in? What time frame are you in?
Oh hell,
the
man!
Top right,
30 minute. Trending.
Okay, that's good. But
I might be into this.
What else is interesting about the wealth transfer is that a lot of these right now are free mints. So people are getting these for free, and then other people are being their exit liquidity, and that is the definition of a transfer of wealth. People with money just giving their money to these people who didn't do anything.
Look at this shitty sheep. Look at this shitty sheep. 10,000 collection. You missed it again, damn it. You guys all fucking slept on shitty sheep. Every single one of you, didn't you? Who minted this? Huh? Who minted this? Anyone? What the?
Oh,
I'm
that's
upset.
funny. You missed it again. That's funny. I like that. That's actually clever. You missed it again.
Smart, fucking genius. Okay, and that's top of the trending right now. Honestly, floor for that is 0.009. It looks like. So yeah, dude, these free mints, and that's all I'm looking for. I'm only
I know
looking because I
you're
already
on the
went on
free
my
mint
rant,
train.
right? You can go back a few episodes if you want to see my rant on how I'm not gonna be buying any NFTs on projects that haven't delivered their main product yet. If you're gonna say, hey, here's our roadmap, buy my NFT, and then we're gonna develop our product, I'm not even gonna touch that shit. Not even gonna try to flip it. I think it's bogus. Not gonna do it. I think if those people want to actually like build something, they either build it before or they do a free NFT mint and they use the royalties to be able to build that project, because that way they're actually, they're like build they have to force the, build the community, to be able to fund that and get those trades in, because everyone's
This is bear market Matt, folks. Bear market Matt right now.
bear market, it changes you, dude. The bear market changes you.
It's like, I'm only doing projects that are real. No more of this. I'm aping in on everything that mints.
I'll tell you what, I will. Yes, if it's free, I'm like,
well, of course, if it's free,
get it. I'm getting it. Free mint. I'm gonna mint every fucking free mint I see.
If you don't miss
100%. 100. Yeah, I know. I said I see that. I see. Obviously, I didn't see the shitty sheeps, but everyone that I do see, I am gonna mint. All right, good segue into the other ones I want to look at. Like, look at these fluffy fucks. Oh, I had a segue to go into it.
Yep, sorry. Real quick, Tekenzis just said that there's hints that the burgers from the McGoblin burger will actually have like utility that's associated with the original Goblin Town. So maybe then that would take the fire away. It's from, these other projects that are trying to steal it. But I don't know. Yeah. So it's a battle of the burgers. Burger battle.
Nah, dude, fuck that. Anyways. Look at this. Here's a free mint coming up, guys. I found it. I found a free mint that hasn't minted yet. It's called Fluffy. Fluffy Fox.
Can you still get on the whitelist, or is that full? Huh. What does this say? Giving it to animals in a non-sexual way? Oh dear. Okay.
Well, it's non-sexual.
Why did they have to say that?
Dirty thought.
Why did they have to say that? Now I'm thinking about that.
Why
I wasn't thinking that at all.
You could have tons of different kind of catchphrases. Why is it going to be
I don't know. I wasn't thinking that way at all. It's just it inceptioned me. That was disturbing. Put that into my mind.
I was literally searching free mints. All right, bud. Free mints. That's all. All right. Moving on. Free mint. Okay, it's a charity art project.
Who cares? It's a free mint. I don't care about any of this.
5,555 unique collectibles with staking, 5 different animal characters with 300 traits, 3D artwork expertly created to a ridiculous level of detail and rendered by cool mission. It's like fuck. I can't. I don't remember our Fiverr's artist name. Shit. All right, we'll just
rendered one by one, I think is what that means. Actually.
Oh. Thanks, dude. I was like, why does that look so weird to me?
Yeah, I was like,
dyslexia, everyone, by the way. So anyway, moving on. Build a strong, passionate, joyful community with whom we can leave a positive impact on the world. Cute. Okay. So it's just, guys, this isn't really mission. Who cares about any of this? It's a free mint that we could maybe flip.
What's this?
Hey.
Wait, is this what they look like?
Yes, dude.
Oh,
these are the fluffy
I didn't expect that. I thought they were going to look like the first fold image. The first fold image looked completely different.
No, that's just the logo. This is the
okay, but where's the middle fingers?
For free. I know. I want to see some middle fingers.
They don't have the middle finger. Oh my gosh. That just
there's their team.
Okay, it's okay.
No one cares. So if we did see how we used to be, remember Freeman back when we did GMs? Remember how we would be like, oh, let's find out who the team is. Oh, let's see if these Twitter accounts are real. Guess what? None of that fucking matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. No one cares.
Okay, but here's my problem. Okay. This is I feel like, okay, tell me if I'm tripping. Is the free mint craze going to be a flash in the pan? As in, will the free mint projects that have essentially no utility and are essentially just rugs, but free mint rugs, how long, how long will people have a tolerance for just all of these free mint projects? As opposed to, I don't know, it'll just be interesting to see, because is there going to be free mint burnout, I guess, at some point? I don't
It'll
know.
get saturated. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure we're already hitting that where there's
Yeah.
probably so many free mints out there that people are just
Peak
like,
free
you
mint.
know, dude, like how many NFTs can I mint here? You know
Yeah,
what I
one
mean?
day. Yeah, exactly, and keep track of
Uh,
them. And
yeah,
it's like
I
things
mean,
are just accelerating.
it's really just gonna be about marketing, like who can market their project better than the others, really. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it comes down to the market. Like I think with the free mints, it's really
Yeah.
like who's gonna get in front of enough people to
And then
get not
long
only
term,
the
how
initial
long
sale
will it last? Yeah.
but the recurring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how long, you know, how can you keep that engine going to get those secondary sales, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what matters for the free mints, right? Yeah, sure. You can mint out an entire free mint project, but you got to build the hype up so that there's people buying it on the secondary market. So it's
Yeah.
kind of, you know, it's really
There has to be progress being made, yeah,
I
for
don't
the
know
long
if
term.
necessarily there'll be burnout from free mints. I think we're actually just at the
Maybe
beginning of
there'll
it
just be a
because I think a
lot of
lot of
just dead
people
free
are
mints.
feeling how
Yeah.
I'm feeling about
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm not funding your stupid ass project before you build it kind of thing. I think that's part is dead.
Yeah.
I could see that being dead in the NFT
Well,
space.
yeah, I saw a
But
tweet this morning that was like
but this
the biggest way like way to have a successful Web3 gaming game is to actually make the game.
absolutely.
The
Yeah.
key to Web3 gaming is to
Absolutely.
actually release a game, is what the
Holy
tweet
shit.
was.
Like that's like yeah, like
It's like,
and
hello?
that's gonna be the I don't think oh here you go. Here's some flipping off and stuff. They got different
I
stuff
want my
going.
PFP flipping off though.
Well, maybe that's a more rare trait,
I
Freeman.
hope
I
so.
don't know.
Maybe I'll get one that's flipping off.
So it's just like, yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there we
Look at
go.
that.
That's the one I'm
Yeah.
gonna get. And
So
Dickensis was asking if they used if they actually took pictures of this. He said on the website it looked like there was a GoPro taking a picture and asking if they actually had taken 5,000 pictures of all these models or what happened. But anyway, maybe that's the case. I don't know. Either way, I mean, it's a free
I think
mint.
these are 3D
It's
rendered,
3D
dude.
art. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
3D
it's
art. And it's free mint, which is cool.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I think a
know.
lot of people definitely are not gonna care too much about, well, that's the nice thing is you don't have to like do as much research on a free mint. You don't have to like spend as much time and be like, should I do this or not? Is this gonna be a good value or not at this price? And that, it's like when it's a free mint, you're just like, well, I'll just mint this, and then if something happens, cool. If nothing happens, whatever. It was I spent
Yeah,
a
if
couple
you could
bucks of
mint
gas.
it and you can, gas, you might be spending what 0.01 maybe. Depends on the contract, who knows. 0.02, I don't know. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, can I flip this for more than I spent on gas? It's kind of what you're looking for right there. Or yeah, you try to flip some. What I would always do, right? Get a couple of them, flip them to flip some to make your initial profit, then hold on to a couple and write it up, kind of type deal. That's I would probably be doing. But yeah, man, I think I don't think I really don't think the whole free mint burnout thing, the whole free mint is just getting started. I think before, it's interesting because I remember seeing free mints through the NFT space forever since day one I've been in, and none of them really got a lot of traction. That's what's kind of
That's where the
crazy
Goblin
is
Town kind of kicked off this whole new kind of resurgence of the free
yeah,
mint project.
I think so. I think people thought, hey, if I want to have something that's valuable, I got to put value into it, meaning like ETH, right? Got to put ETH into it for it to be worth more ETH than what it is. And so I think that's what kind of fueled the whole thing. And now it's like, fuck it,
What's
man, bear
kind of
market.
interesting about this fluffy fox? I was just looking at their website, and it is interesting to get on the guaranteed free mint list, like the whitelist. You have to either win a giveaway, be an active member in their Discord, or you have to create Fluffy Fuck's derivative art. So what is interesting about that is it's not easy to get on the whitelist. They don't make it just easy.
Mhm.
It's a free mint, but you have to work to help them build the community essentially
Yeah.
in order to get on the whitelist. So
Gotta
that's
do
an interesting
something.
strategy from a project point of view too. If you do a free mint, you can make maybe your whitelist to grind a little bit harder, so that then it's really the people that really want your free mint. Potentially, and that could backfire too, where like all of a sudden you don't sell out because it was too hard to get on your whitelist. But That's just an interesting little thing. I'm just noticing.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, yeah, dude, that's crazy. All right, so there's fluffy fucks for you. That's a free mint. I had another one up, but I can't remember what I had. Oh, here's one I found.
Another derivative. Yeah,
bro.
Oh yeah.
Here's ogres.
Ogres.
Here's ogres.
You see
no
Dementors?
No
There's
promises.
Dementors too.
Just ogres.
WTF? Yeah. There's lots of goblin derivs.
Yeah, man. I think it's it's crazy. It is just crazy. These fucking goblin derivatives, man. I didn't. Oh, these are even pixelated.
Oh my.
They have definitely different styles, right? They got kind of the Shrek ogre look. What the hell is that supposed to be? Snoop Dogg?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
The paper head. All right. So you know what? All right, I'm minting that one. So that's how that's working now. This is my life now. So
Are you gonna hopefully that one doesn't have a whitelist grind. Matt's all of a sudden gonna be in these weird free mint discords and like shilling. Dickens is gonna get a message every day in Discord from Matt. Hey,
dude, I know. I'm gonna be. Everyone's gonna be like, "Hey, there's Mr. Take Profits in Spaces. Let me go join." And here I am, ogre,
chilling your whitelist.
Mint ogre, buy my ogre. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. It's all so dumb. All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
well,
this is life now, guys.
God,
it doesn't matter. Team doesn't matter. Everything we thought mattered doesn't matter. We're in
a new world.
So
we're in an extraordinary time. We're in a whole new world, really, than we were a month ago. Even things are moving quicker. I tell you, it's like the quickening. Things moving quicker and quicker and quicker in this.
Yeah.
Space.
So, anyways,
okay, well, I think that's gonna probably do it for today.
Sad.
I think so. Yeah. Don't be sad. Go mint your free mints, everybody. Don't be sad,
dude.
Mint something.
I don't know.
Free.
I just liked it better when I thought I tried to find projects that were like
when you had to invest some money, like you had to invest you had to put some money on the table, and you had to care. And now you don't care. You just are like you're just a slut. You're just gonna
none of that matters.
Mint everything.
Delete every past episode we've ever done because none of that shit matters. We were so wrong. We were so wrong.
We were very wrong.
Yeah.
So also everybody, just if you're watching this, there will be announcements about the whitelist for the Morning Friends coming up very soon. If it wasn't subtly obvious enough during the show, but keep your eyes out in the Discord, I would say, for that, and the Twitter.
Little Chimps free mint coming soon too. Okay, we'll check that one out tomorrow.
Little Chimpies. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.